Everyone in Montecito knows those kids don't exist. That recent clip you saw? No chance Lilibet filmed it. No 4-year-old could pull that off. Harry and Meghan aren't even happy. They're always at each other's throats. Divorce incoming.
Stop scrolling. The curtain is ripping apart and the truth is spilling out like never before. Just weeks ago, a veteran Montecito resident unleashed a bombshell in a no-filter interview that's igniting wildfires across California's Gilded Hills. Everyone in Montecito knows those kids don't exist, the local declared without a hint of hesitation. That recent clip you saw, no chance Liat filmed it, no 4-year-old could pull that off. Harry and Meghan aren't even happy. They're always at each other's throats. Divorce incoming. This isn't some anonymous troll hiding behind a screen. This comes from the heart of their exclusive enclave where multimillion-dollar estates hide more secrets than they reveal. Neighbors whisper about the eerie silence from the Sussex mansion. No kid laughter echoing over fences. No family outings disrupting the quiet streets. One insider speaking to Radar Online painted a picture of isolation. They live in a bunker world, constantly worrying who to trust. And with property values skyrocketing, up nearly 30% since their arrival, locals blame the couple for turning paradise into a paparazzi circus, complete with zoning scandals and drone complaints as reported by Santa Barbara County officials. But the residents' words cut deepest on the children. Fringe theories hardly. Online forums explode with evidence, unsigned birth certificates, ghost doctors who vanish from records, and zero verifiable sightings of Archie or Liat in schools or playgrounds. A former courtier's daughter confided in whispers, nobody knew Meghan was pregnant. She ate unsafe food, traveled to Zika zones, basic pregnancy facts wrong. It's the disconnect that's damning. A global power couple with invisible offspring. Do not turn away. In the coming minutes, we're dissecting that rigged video. The surrogacy shadows, the marital meltdown, and why Montecito's elite are turning their backs. The facade isn't just cracking, it's shattering, and the fallout. Catastrophic. Let's zero in on the trigger. That heartwarming Instagram clip Meghan peddled as a spontaneous family gem supposedly shot by 4-year-old Lily. On the surface, it's rom-com perfection. Harry and Meghan twirling barefoot on their Montecito lawn, recreating their 2016 Botswana vibes. But peel it back and the staging screams from every frame. Observe Meghan saunters away from the camera, clearly the one who pressed record and framed the shot. Harry stands dead center like he's on a movie set cue. No shaky toddler grip, no off-kilter chaos, just pro-level steadiness. Body language guru Judy Brown via Sky News Australia spotted the notable jump cut hinting at edits to hide flubs. There's a cut, so something went wrong they don't want us to see, she warned. And Liat as cinematographer. Brown scoffs, the only way is if they sat her behind a gimbal set to follow them. She wasn't in charge. Montecito locals echo the skepticism. One neighbor told Vanity Fair, "We've seen staff, but kids, never in the wild." Social media erupts. Yahoo News Singapore reports fans slamming it as fake with comments like a 4-year-old holds the phone that's still give me a break. Even Instagram Reels dissect it since the Beckham's viral dance. She's been trying to recreate it and failing. Tie in old leaks like the baby mama hospital twerk video from Lily's birth. Critics called it cringy inducement theater and a pattern emerges. Every authentic moment reeks of direction. If this video is scripted, what about the rest? The residents claim hits like thunder. Those kids don't exist as presented. No unposed chaos, just polished props. This isn't cute PR. It's a web of deception unraveling thread by thread. Montecito's sun-kissed lanes hide a brewing storm of discontent. This isn't just a neighborhood. It's a fortress of the ultra-wealthy where Oprah and Gwyneth mingle. But Harry and Meghan, they're the ghosts in the machine. Often labeled local villains by frustrated residents. Local spill. The couple is practically invisible per multiple reports, with Meghan cultivating a very controlled image while rarely venturing out or engaging. One disgruntled neighbor, journalist Richard Menards, told outlets like Daily Mail and Page Six that Meghan doesn't really go out or get involved with the community and doesn't play the community game, refusing even a simple gesture from an elderly historian who tried to gift her a local documentary, turned away at the gate without a word. Harry fares slightly better, described as quite jolly, charming, and more approachable or at ease by some, biking solo or exchanging brief hells. But overall, the pair faces backlash for an elitist lifestyle in their 14 to 29 million estate, failing to mix with wealthy neighbors amid complaints of turning the once peaceful enclave noisy with tourists, paparazzi hordes, fast cars, and rising housing prices blamed on their spotlight. Vanity Fair sources called them the most entitled, disingenuous people on the planet, while Fox News and others noted disdain focused on Meghan's new money energy and the couple's disaster tourist vibe. The Resident's interview amplifies the buzz. They're at each other's throats. Raised voices pierce the hedges. Separate wings in the sprawling property signal divides. Page 6 and Radar Online quotes highlight frosty silences and isolation. And the kids, the silence is deafening. No school runs at rumored public options, no playdates, no chaotic real kid evidence in the wild. Montecito journal pieces and social media threads rage. Nobody in Montecito has seen them with children since 2020 with whispers of invisible unverified offspring. One viral claim, reams of paperwork outlining fakery, fueling surrogacy doubts amid zero messy everyday sightings, just staff, tutors, and rare polished glimpses. This isn't envy. It's exhaustion from a bunker world, as Radar Online dubs it, breeding isolation and resentment. If the families are phantom, what's truly real behind those high gates? The whispers grow louder and the community's patience thinner by the day. The fairy tale romance that once captivated the world is fracturing under relentless pressure. And 2026 is shaping up to be the year the cracks finally become impossible to ignore. Rumors of a creative divorce have escalated from whispers to full-throated predictions with insiders and even psychics forecasting a dramatic split in paths or worse. The Resident's chilling prophecy, divorce incoming, now feels eerily prophetic as fresh reports flood in from Montecito and beyond. At the epicenter of the storm, a deeply emotional clash over Harry's growing fixation on returning to the UK, even part-time. Sources close to the couple, speaking exclusively to Radar Online in early January 2026, described the dispute as the most serious strain their marriage has faced since the 2020 exit. Harry, pulled by homesickness and unfinished business from his royal past, is reportedly begging for compromise, perhaps more frequent visits or reconciliation gestures, while Meghan associates Britain with unhappiness, fear, anxiety, pain, scrutiny, and unfinished business. One insider warned, if neither is willing or able to compromise, this single unresolved question could evolve into the breaking point. They could finally file for divorce this year. She Knows echoed the alarm, calling the couple truly broken and the tension one that threatens to tear them apart geographically and emotionally. Montecito locals witnessed the fallout daily. Frosty silences replace the once constant PDA. Separate professional orbits widen the divide. Harry's solo ski trip to Colorado with Polo pal Nacho Figueres, while Meghan stayed home amid renewed scrutiny over her family estrangement, fueled fresh speculation with OK magazine sources branding it yet another sign their marriage is massively on the rocks headed for divorce court in the new year. Body language in recent candid clips like the wedding dance video shows Harry not engaged per experts while Meghan's push for Hollywood independence, rumored acting comebacks and brand expansions leaves him uneasy. Betting odds reflect the pessimism. Sports casting bets lists Meghan and Harry to divorce at 300 by end of 2026 with a split at 150. Psychic predictions add fuel. Brazil's living. Nostradamus Athos Salem foresees a creative divorce around 20k6. Professional separation. Independent brands. Meghan briefly withdrawing from the spotlight before resurfacing focused on social causes. Even royal authors and commentators predict divorce within 3 to 5 years, citing sustained scandals and family feuds that made 2025 their most horrific year together. Add visa battles, security woes, and the visa's good moral character clause hanging like a sword. Harry's position grows precarious if any scandal escalates. The Resident's words ring true. They're at each other's throats over everything. If the children are the last glue and even their glimpses feel performative, the foundation crumbles. Harry's retreat into bunker mode, building firewalls, seeking diplomacy while she demands control signals survival instincts kicking in. In Montecito's gilded isolation, the dream home has become a pressure cooker. Divorce isn't just rumor. It's the next domino waiting to fall. At the scandal's scorching core lies the most explosive accusation of all. Archie and Lyot, the invisible heirs shrouded in layers of doubt, mystery, and outright denial. The longtime Montecito resident didn't mince words. Those kids don't exist. A blunt bombshell that echoes years of fringe theories now amplified by relentless online scrutiny and fresh 2025-2026 leaks. What started as whispers about moon bumps and absent baby bumps has morphed into demands for proof. Did Meghan truly carry and birth these children? Or is the entire family narrative a meticulously crafted illusion fueled by surrogacy? Forensic skeptics and royal watchers have dissected every crumb. Archie's 2019 birth certificate, publicly released after an 11-day delay, sparked immediate red flags. Meghan initially registered as Rachel Meghan Markle before an amendment swapped it to Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex, with Harry's title similarly adjusted. Critics scream foul. Why the edit? Rumors swirl of digital tampering, pixelated signatures, fragmented ink strokes on Dr. Penelope Law's name, the alleged obstetrician, and claims the document was pieced together from other files, possibly prescriptions. YouTube exposes alleged forensic analysis shows alterations to conceal surrogacy, with ghost doctors vanishing from records, no hospital staff confirmations, no standard royal physician sign-offs unlike other royal births, and inconsistencies in announcements that deviated wildly from palace protocol. Lily's California certificate draws equal fire. Questions about birthplace veracity, unsigned elements in early reports, and Lady Colin Campbell's explosive calls for absolute proof Meghan bore them. Her arranged father Thomas Markle and half-sister Samantha have piled on, with Samantha hinting at frozen eggs and surrogacy, disqualifying succession claims. Radar Online and Economic Times reports pressure Buckingham Palace to strip Archie, 6th in line, and Lilith, 7th, from the throne unless undeniable evidence surfaces. No moon bump denials suffice when pregnancies featured risky behaviors like Zikaon travel and unsafe foods per old leaks. Montecito locals fuel the blaze. No sightings since 2020. Per persistent X threads and forums like our St. Meghan Markle. No chaotic school runs, no playground chaos, just rare filtered glimpses that scream staging. Reams of paperwork outlining fakery affidavit, time-stamped pics. One viral claim insists if surrogacy holds. California's sealed records make it hard to disprove. Titles crumble. Succession fraud looms, and Harry's good moral character for US visa battles takes a fatal hit. The resident's verdict lands like a guillotine. No real 4-year-old filmed that dance clip. No everyday kid energy behind those gates, just props in a royal illusion. The shadows grow longer, the doubts deafening. If these children aren't biologically Meghan's or exist as presented, the house of cards collapses spectacularly. Harry's eyes are finally opening to the harsh reality he's built, and retreat has become his only viable shield. From the sun-drenched isolation of Montecito's hills, the once rebellious prince is reportedly pulling back inward. Solo jaunts to polo events, quiet reflections during UK court appearances, and a growing homesickness that's eating him alive. Insiders close to the circle have painted a vivid picture of a man tormented by regret over his biggest life choice, marrying Meghan Markle, especially as he watches old flames like ex-girlfriend Chelsea Davy thrive in far-off paradises such as Mauritius with her young family. Per Radar Online exclusives from late 2025. That contrast, it's reportedly fueling private anguish, with Harry fixated on what-ifs while his current reality crumbles. The residents' chilling insight they're always at each other's throats resonates louder than ever amid fresh 2026 bombshells. Radar Online dropped the hammer in early January. Harry and Meghan are headed for 2026 divorce after a furious argument that exposed their deepest fracture. The unresolved question of returning to the UK. Sources describe Harry begging to come home, haunted by unfinished family business, missed time with his father, King Charles, and a powerful urge to heal old wounds before it's too late. Meghan, however, views Britain as a trigger zone of pain, scrutiny, and anxiety, refusing to be rushed back into a place she associates with unhappiness. One insider told Closer magazine, their marriage is under strain, not because of a lack of love, but because of opposing fears. Harry sees a UK return as practical redemption. Meghan sees it as emotional suicide. Neither will compromise. And that's turning this into what she knows sources call a deeply emotional dispute that threatens to tear them apart. They're truly broken with real concern this single issue could push them to file this year. The bunker mentality isn't new, echoing those persistent 2023 whispers of a set-aside room at the ultra-private San Vicente bungalows for Harry to escape the tension. But it's evolving. Now it's full survival mode, building legal firewalls, distancing from Meghan's brand decisions, and prioritizing diplomacy over her fight-back instincts. Heated arguments erupt behind closed doors. Harry pushing for compliance and quiet reconciliation. Meghan demanding control of the narrative and escalation. Montecito locals report frosty silences replacing affection. Separate schedules amplifying the divide. Harry's solo trips, ski outings in Colorado, remembrance events clashing with royal calendars, signal his already testing independent waters, perhaps preparing an exit strategy if the ship sinks. If the illusion of unity shatters, Harry's first calculated move, detach from the anchor dragging him under. The bunker isn't just a hideaway anymore. It's a mindset of self-preservation in a marriage teetering on the brink where freedom once sought has become a gilded prison of his own making. William watches from afar, knowing intervention won't save a brother who's finally waking up to the cost of his choices. As the Montecito whispers swell into a roar, Hollywood's once warm embrace has turned ice cold, leaving Meghan and Harry in a chilling void. What began as starry alliances, Oprah's heartfelt interview, Tyler Perry's quiet support, George and Amal Clooney's wedding attendance has evaporated into silence and distance. Insiders reveal the Sussexes are losing Hollywood friends at an alarming rate, with A-listers quietly stepping back to avoid the fallout from endless controversies, royal snubs, and perceived overreach. Oprah Winfrey, once their staunchest ally who hosted that bombshell 2021 sit-down from their Montecito home, has gone radio silent on their ventures. No endorsements for Meghan's jams, no guest spots teased. George and Amal Clooney, who mingled at their 2018 wedding and early US events, reportedly ditched them, skipping invites and prioritizing royal ties to King Charles. Tyler Perry, who once offered shelter and backing, hasn't surfaced in recent circles. Even the Beckhams and Ellen DeGeneres have faded from the picture. Radar Online sources describe Harry as uncomfortable in Hollywood social circles, relying almost entirely on Meghan because his personal support network has vanished. A royal insider told outlets, they're becoming more isolated. Friends are deserting them. This isn't mere coincidence. Proximity is liability in Tinseltown, where scandals spread faster than wildfires. The backlash from their Netflix docuseries, Royal Family Tensions, and public missteps has made association toxic. No joint red carpet appearances, no casual A-list dinners. Invitations dried up after high-profile events like Kris Jenner's star-studded 70th birthday bash in late 2025, where they mingled with Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and Mark Zuckerberg, but drew criticism for trying too hard. Hollywood's brutal calculus: why risk scrutiny on your own taxes or brand when the Sussexes' shine has dulled? Meghan's flagship venture, American Riviera Orchard, the lifestyle empire meant to crown her the next Martha Stewart, stands as stark proof of the chill. Launched with fanfare, it has stumbled spectacularly. Repeated trademark delays pushing launches into mid-2025 and beyond, staff exodus, and zero success in recruiting as CEO. Reports from Radar Online and Marker confirm Meghan appointed herself CEO after failing to find a suitable candidate. A desperate move amid leadership struggles and legal hurdles. Boardrooms whisper, who wants to captain a ship taking on water? The brand's jam jars remain unsold relics mocked online as half-baked failures while competitors thrive. Public opinion mirrors the freeze. YouGov's January 2026 poll delivers a brutal verdict. Meghan's favorability hits an all-time low at just 19% in the UK, with 66% viewing her negatively. Harry's numbers fare little better at 31% positive. In Hollywood, where perception is currency, this toxicity bleeds into everything. No Oprah shoutouts, no Clooney cameos, no Beyoncé collabs. The couple who once commanded A-list attention now face empty calendars and closed doors. The residents' warning rings truer than ever. Isolation breeds desperation. Hollywood isn't a charity. It's a business that cuts losses swiftly. Friends vanish like shadows at dawn, leaving Meghan and Harry to confront a harsh reality. The empire built on celebrity alliances was always fragile, and now it's crumbling under the weight of its own illusions. The red carpet has rolled up and the spotlight has shifted elsewhere. Across the Atlantic, William observes the implosion with steely resolve. No bailout. The Sussex saga self-destructs. The residents expose. A reckoning as surrogacy probes loom. Daily Mail teases birthing Lirop 2026 could end it all. Kids real or ruse? Harry walk or sink? Type expose the truth if integrity trumps titles. Type let it collapse for justice. Like if spin exhausts you, subscribe. We're here for the shatter. Montecito knows.